Oh my goodness, isn't this mouth-watering delicious? Guys, come over to my kitchen. Let's go cooking. Welcome guys, welcome back to Tracy's Cooking. Thank you for being here. If it's your first time, go ahead and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Today we are going to make a delicious mouth-watering steak and veggie. Oh boy, this came out so yummy. So here we are going to start off by slicing up a nice piece of flat steak I have here. If you notice, my beef is pink. It is not as red as you normally would know it. Reason is I wash my steak. Yes, I wash it to get out some of that blood. So after thinly slicing the steak, here I'm cutting it into small bite pieces. And this is about 1 pound of steak. Now that I am finished, I am going to season. I am seasoned with some soy sauce. The soy sauce I'm using is salty, so I don't have to add no salt. So I'm adding some black pepper here. This is about ½ teaspoon of black pepper. I am going to add some garlic powder and onion powder, about a teaspoon each. And there I'm adding a tablespoon of honey. And that's a teaspoon of cornstarch. That's about 2 minced garlic and about ½ teaspoon of fresh ginger. So here I'm going to give it a nice rub to make sure all the seasoning is saturated nicely. So I am going to set this aside and begin to prepare the liquid for the sauce. So I will need 1 cup of water. That's 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. That's 1 tablespoon of oxtail season. This is optional, but if you have an oxtail seasoner around, you can just go ahead and add a little. So I'm going to mix this well and set it aside until ready to use. So here I have my frying pan nicely hot, and I'm going to melt about 2 tablespoons of butter. And here I'm going to add the steak to saute nicely. So we want our steak to cook, and this takes about 6 minutes. And I continue to stir it nicely until it's done. So once your steak is nicely cooked, and here I'm doing it on medium high heat, we are going to remove it from the pan, and we are going to use this same pan to continue. So that's about 1 teaspoon of ginger, and I'm going to use 2 minced garlic, and I'm going to allow it to saute for about a minute before I add my onion. So that's about ½ cup of onion, and I'm going to allow this to saute nicely. So while it is sauteing, here is a veggie that I'm going to add. So that's some baby carrot. Here I have some broccoli, nice dark green broccoli. that is cut into small pieces. And there I have some red onions at about ½ cup, and I have some red and yellow pepper, sweet peppers. So there, after the onion is sauteed nicely, we go straight ahead and add our sauce liquid. So I am going to add the baby carrot first because it's going to take more time to cook. Actually, it takes about 10 minutes. So I go ahead and add a next cup of water with about 3 more tablespoons of soy sauce. I add more soy sauce to get that salty flavor because I didn't use any bouillon or complete season with any salt. So I just allow the soy sauce to give me that saltiness. And here I'm adding some herb. That's some dry rosemary and thyme, about ½ teaspoon each. And there I'm adding the red onions. And that's my broccoli. That's about 2 cups of broccoli. And there I'm adding the peppers. So at this time I can add all the rest of season because now the carrot is almost cooked after 10 minutes later. So here I'm adding a next tablespoon of honey to the sauce. Reason is the soy sauce is salty, so it have that blunt flavor. So here I add the honey to balance. You're not going to get a sweet taste. You're just going to get a beautiful flavor. And also the honey with this cornstarch give this steak and veggie dish a nice glowy mouth-watering looks. Oh boy, I just love the way it tastes and the way it looks. So after you give it a quickly stir, we are going to cover and allow to steam for about 3 minutes. And we check, and I need my broccoli to cook a little more. So I go ahead and give it a stir and cover again for a next minute. So around this time, we'll be adding the steak, and we are going to stir everything nicely. So once we stir the steak and the veggie together, we are going to close the pot for the next minute, and after that, our beautiful steak and veggie is ready. Just like that. See how beautiful it is looking? Mouth-watering, delicious. You see that glowiness that comes from the honey and the cornstarch. This dish came out so yummy. I enjoy every bit of it. When you are making this dish, pay attention to your sauce. Once you get your sauce right, everything will be nice. So while you are busy preparing the sauce, just taste for any season that is missing, if it want a little more salt, or it depends. If you are using a sweet soy sauce, you don't have to use no honey. I use the honey because I'm using the soy sauce that is not sweet. And like I said, this dish don't have a sweet taste. If I don't tell you I put honey, you will not taste that sweetness, but it just blends in well. All the flavors, the flavor from the herb and the veggie, the beef, everything blend in well. And if you notice, this beef had a little fat in it. This is good. This gives the dish a more flavor because the flavor of the beef is in the fat. So guys, thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like I always said, go ahead and try this recipe. Drop a comment below and let me know how did yours came out. Share this video with your friends and family. Give this video a thumbs up. If you are here for the first time, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much.